Welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. We are following Aiden, our bionic and psionic regenerating nerd, who is stuck in his apartment. Being outside is hard. There's people out there. They want to tear him apart. Being inside, that's a lot easier. We get to build and read and study extra-dimensional powers from an eldritch alternate universe. With enough study, this nerd may one day rise up and inherit the Earth. Or die trying. I think the first thing that we want to do with Aiden today is, but one of the our first goal for today is that I want to be able to get out of this tower. There is a absolute shitload of zombies out there, but we're not seeing too many nearby, at least too many hordes being marked nearby. Although the fact that I do know that there are zombies, a lot of zombies around here. We've seen them in previous episodes. But one of the things that someone actually suggested is that apparently, if we had this on, we could have made a different type of spear. Let's see if they were correct. Ooh, a pasted pipe spear. That's also an option. That's electricity. It's not fragile. But they said something about a fire hardened spear. Let's type in fire. See, this is what I thought was happening there. I didn't want to say anything at the time because they could have just been right, but I think that the fire hardened spear is a recipe that we don't have due to some combination of fabrication, melee, and survival being where we get that recipe from. And I'm not really sure what combination that is. I will say that the basic pipe spear appears to simply be better. It just does like 2 points more bashing, which is 2 points more damage. And it also has impaling. So we might want to make the pipe spear instead. I'm just checking real quick. Yeah, how long would it take us to make? 5 minutes. That's it. That's crazy better. Okay. So we're going to we'll leave our wooden spear because our pipe spear is likely to break as well. We'll leave our wooden spear here, and we will quickly readjust our lifting field settings and everything. Okay, with that done, I would still like to see about seeing if we can figure out how to get out of here, because I'd like to wash my backpack and my police duty belt, and I'd also like to be able to explore the nearby buildings. We probably have enough food and water in here for a pretty long time, but I don't want to just sit around and let our food and water slowly deteriorate. I want to make progress. Aiden wants to visit other places in the city with the eventual goal of actually leaving the city at some point, because we suspect that whatever we're looking for, this Zodi, it's not going to be in the city. Aiden's lived in the city most of his life. He knows it's not here. So we're going to have to leave at some point. We might use this apartment tower as a home base for a fairly long period of time, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a permanent base for us. That's a big question in my mind. Okay, going back down to the first floor now. It looks like much more things have died here. I'm just gonna make a quick look through the list, see if anything jumps out at me. Ooh, a USB drive. I do need one of those. We're going to be storing all of the books that we get in our e-ink tablet, and then we'll back them up every time we go home on a USB drive, so that if our broad spectrum antibiotics, yes, we're also going to be taking the cigars and the cigarettes, but broad spectrum antibiotics is a big deal for us. We'll also take the full lighter. What did we not pick up? We picked up nothing. Okay, as we were picking some stuff up, a skeletal dog got right up to us. We are going to force push this thing away because it grabbed us and head upstairs. It should follow us. I'm curious if we can swing down the stairs. No, we can't. Oh, it immediately grabbed a hold of us. What just happened? Oh, it knocked our spear out of our hand. We'll go ahead and force push this one. Shove it against a wall. Head back upstairs super fast. Oof. What happened there? Let's see. Bite wound's really deep. Hits my right arm. I don't see why I dropped my spear. He hit my right foot, and I'm no longer able to wield my spear. That's weird. Is it because my strength got too low? Because I'm in pain? I'm not sure what happened there. That's a little strange, but we are still seeing just tons of zombies, especially out front there. I am curious if we can find an entrance to the basement. It might be in this room. No, that's inside someone's room. If we find an entrance to the basement, there's a chance that there is... There's also a chance that there isn't a basement. But there should be water heaters around here somewhere. And I'm betting that they're going to be in the basement. If they're anywhere at all. We don't have anything seeing us right now. I've been discussing with one of the community members in the comments about how it'd be really nice. Let's go ahead and use our night eyes. It'd be really nice to have traps that weren't infinite, because there's almost nothing in Cataclysm that's infinite. So it's very strange to me that traps are infinite. Yeah, and I forgot to check my sound path settings, so we're still getting zombie noises that are sort of cut off. But Aiden does manage to very easily take down a handful of these. I don't think we pitched up the USB drive from earlier, so we're going to grab this one. This knife spear, or this pipe spear, is doing a good job. We do see a pupating zombie. Human corpse wrapped in sticky black fibers that cover everything from the neck down. Beneath the wrapping, there is strange rhythmic movement, grotesque to behold. We need to be careful of that guy because he regenerates. So even though he's stepped on the traps several times here, it's not likely going to kill him. So we're gonna step up, swing at him a couple times. He just bit our arm. Damn. We're gonna have to watch out that bite here in a moment. We're going to... Can we yeet him backwards? Yeah, but not far enough to kill him. He is really going to do a number to us here. So we're going to yeet him backwards again. And then, yes, we'll step in the sludge trail, which sucks. And then, yes. Okay. This is a bad situation to be in. He put a sludge trail there and there. We're just trying to go upstairs. Can we get away from him? No. Can we take him down? He just knocked our thing out of our hand. We'll equip the cudgel. It takes 400 moves to equip it. So I think what we're going to do is... Oh, we're in too much pain to attempt a psionic right now. Oh, we're in a really bad spot. And this one pupating zombie has put us in a really bad spot. Okay, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? The concentration wasn't helping us. We can run one tile, close that door. He's gonna start bashing the door. We'll go up to the ceiling and catch our breath. And then real quick, we'll do some wipes to disinfect that arm. Come on, wipes. There we go. And we'll just bandage it just to start helping the healing. Although our repair nanobots are going to do the majority of the work there. We'll equip our cudgel. And then the goal is going to be to push this guy off the ledge. Unless we can just get our pipe spear back. Yeah. Put the cudgel in the police duty belt. It should be faster to pull out in the future. Yeah, 131. Okay. We see some sludge trail up here. Maybe he went this way. I really want to push this guy off the ledge. See if we can kill him. We'll close doors behind us so we can keep track of where this guy has gone. We're going to step in the sludge trails every once in a while just because we do want to get rid of them. Did he go back downstairs? Where the hell did he go? I wonder if he tripped and fell. I mean, there's a sludge trail right here, right? So let's peek down. Yeah, he tripped and fell downstairs on his own. Which means that doesn't even kill him. With only 18 pierce on this pipe spear, I don't know if we can kill... I don't know if we can easily kill this guy. We're also in severe pain. That's very unfortunate. I think we might need to be even more clever about how we fight these things. With our armor that as it is, we were able to take a lot of hits there, but we're not doing that much damage, which is kind of a big problem. I think while we're getting our pain down, Aiden is just going to kind of study a little bit more whenever it comes to psionics. I think that that's a good thing to do just while we're getting our pain down real quick. So what we ended up doing is we ended up working on our tailoring until nighttime. We are now wearing that long sleeve shirt that we wanted to tailor up. And I've decided that as much as I hate to do it, that Aiden here with Night Eyes has a significant advantage at nighttime. He really, really just does. So we are going to go out at night instead of during the day, which I just realized that even though it's 7:30 at night, or 7:30 p.m., it's not quite nighttime. So we're gonna have to wait like another hour or so. How close is it to what, nighttime? Night is in 43 minutes. Okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to wait till nighttime to see if we can get to some of the nearby places here, which I normally don't like doing because, well, A, it's simply more fun to walk around during the day, and B, it just kind of feels a little cheaty sometimes to go out at night, which I know is kind of it's just my sensibilities. It's not actually true, but it feels cheaty to go around during the night because it's just so much easier sometimes to go around during the night. Is there anything else that we need repaired? We need our hiking backpack repaired and our scrap cuirass, but I don't think we can repair them, so it's not really like a big deal to repair them. Ideally, we also find a smaller backpack at some point as well. We also practiced our force shove a little bit. Oh man, we're 10 experience away from the next level. Hold on, let's just go ahead and do that real quick. But yeah, our goal is to try and get somewhere where we can get some consistent water, at least until we can get a tarp or some sort of thing, because we could get a water collector on the ceiling, but in order to get that more reliable, I would want someone to poke a hole in the ceiling, right, like here, and then we can put the water collector and like solar panels and stuff like that up on the ceiling, and then we put a step ladder here so that we can get up to the ceiling and down from the ceiling a lot easier than going all the way over to the staircase every single time. Actually, that's a good question. Before I leave, let's start a fire super fast and see if we can make a rain collector. We don't have the knowledge to make one yet, so I think that is probably survival. So we'll be looking for books on survival. We did store all our books in our e-ink tablet, which we renamed the archive, and we have not backed it up. In fact, because we're specifically looking for water, we're going to back it up before we go. So let's see, manage external hard drive, and there we go. One of those USB drives now has it. Make sure we don't carry the USB drive with us. We also haven't organized our inventory yet, and for some reason, I've been having a really hard time remembering what the keybind for organization is, and I was looking through my keybinds and I can't find it in there. I'm like curious if they like moved it or something like that. So I looked through here, and the auto sort that I use, it's just like my brain has just like completely lost what keybind we were using in the past for that, and I can't find the keybind again. So if you remember what that keybind is, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so we're going to head out. We're gonna peek down. I don't see anything right away, and let's decide where we're going. There's an electronics store here and a gun store here. Any rooftop could have a solar panel on it. And there's a park down southwest. So we're going to try and go to the electronics or gun store first because they're so close by. We'd also really like this boxing gym as well to get higher level of athletics. But we're going to go to these places first because they're just so incredibly close by. And if we end up running into too much stuff here, we're going to head to the park instead. We're also going to favorite anything that we could possibly drop in case it gets pulled from our hands, because we do have the like auto favorite location thingy. Do we have Night Eyes active right now? We do. We immediately, oh my gosh, we immediately see so many zombies. And yeah, we're still having issues with our sound pack. I still haven't gotten a chance to deal with that. With Night Eyes, we should have... I thought we'd have more range than the zombies, but they might be hearing or smelling us. And there's so many pipes and stuff like that down here. Socket wrench set. That gets bolt turning too. That's actually quite good for us. We want to catch our breath every time that we get a chance to. I'm gonna just take this guy out with the spear real quick. And we might push this guy away because they grabbed us. Same thing again. Take down. Okay. This is getting hairy. We're gonna back away. I was going to use that window. Oh, that's a soldier zombie. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. That was almost really bad. Okay. I want to kill that soldier zombie though. He's standing on... Okay, he's standing right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down, yeet him backwards. He bashed against that back wall. Do we have longer yeet yet? We do have longer yeets. Okay, we're just going to shove him against that back wall over and over again, eventually taking him down. And unfortunately, he didn't have really anything. He has these knee pads, which we'll take with us. We'll take the pack of cigarettes as well. We don't need the lighter, though. I want to drop that lighter. We'll do it later. It doesn't weigh that much. Okay. That's the power of Force Shove. Now we got it to level 5. Even though it still says that it costs like a fourth of a stamina, it's actually getting less and less stamina, and it's getting longer and longer range as we get higher. We can shove this lady back into the door. I think the door was open, so that didn't actually work. See if we can actually just use our spear and the traps here to just clear some zombies real quick. We are in mild pain, so we're getting a little bit less strength. Something we have to watch out for. More cigarettes. Antidepressants. We might take some antidepressants because our character's permanently sad right now because of... Specifically because of the... Oh my god, this building was just destroyed. Holy crap. We'll take the copper wire while we're waiting for this guy to catch up to us. Oh, we need to back up. We need to back up. Holy shit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's a pistol. Some magazines. Okay. And a folding solar panel. That is a big deal. Okay. We're going to immediately grab all of this. What's in these boxes? Just, some menstrual pads. Not something we really care too much about right now. I mean, those are actually pretty good trading fodder. Also, that's a large tactical backpack. I think that's just straight better than what we have. So we're going to back off real quick. We're going to back off real quick. Because I think that tactical backpack is better. And that folding solar panel. Let's go ahead and move over to here-ish. It's right. So we want this to be right here. So folding solar panel is actually a big deal for us. So now if we can poke a hole in the ground, I'll be able to turn lights on. Do we have anything that has enough bashing? It's only 10 bash. Enough bashing to take a hole in the roof. I sort of doubt it. We're gonna need a sledgehammer or a, what else would work? Probably a Halligan bar would be able to poke a hole in the ceiling. We need something with like 15 to 20 bash to be able to break that ceiling down. Probably closer to 20. And I'm just going to really quick head back here, and we're going to compare our two backpacks because I think that this tactical backpack is actually just better. So let's drop our... Actually, we can just put our spear in our lifting field there. And let's compare this hiking backpack to the large sacro backpack. Okay, so the hiking backpack is more encumbrance, and then less when full, which is kind of an interesting combination there. It's less protection. That's also an interesting combination. And the hiking backpack has total... Sorry, the tactical backpack, which is in the one on the right, has total less volume by like 1 point, but way more weight. See, that's what I thought, is that... So we can get more trouble with the tactical backpack, but it's kind of just better in general. So we're going to drop that hiking backpack. We're going to wear the large tactical, and then we'll grab everything out of the hiking backpack, including the knee pads, because we want to potentially wash those knee pads as well. We'll drop off the miscellaneous stuff that we got, like the cigarette packs and stuff like that. While we're here, we don't really need the antibiotics or the antidepressants on us at all times. Just get our weight as low as possible. And we can actually reload this pistol as well, specifically with ammo, so that it's full. We'll probably want to train our shooting ability. We'll drop the extra ammo over here because we're not going to be reloading that out in the wild. We just have a magazine for that. 131 bullets. That's beautiful. Beautiful amount of bullets. Okay. So we are going to take out that pipe spear, keep our cudgel as a backup weapon. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That gun is kind of a really big deal for me because I was worried about having an oh shit button for the future, and that gun works as a really nice oh shit button. Okay, let's focus on Night Eyes again. Oh, I was already focusing on Night Eyes. Ah, so many zombies. 1 year later, or sorry, 30 days later is way harder than I thought it was going to be. I think it's something to do with the fact that we're in the city like this. Let's see if we can head out the other way. Oh, we're already being surrounded, just heading out this way too. We're going to push the zombie dog into that wall as Aiden just shoves it back into the wall, crushing it under the weight of his psionic powers. There's a zombie elf there, and we're being grabbed, so we're going to take a step while after pushing. Come on. There we go. Push the zombie elf against the wall. Apparently it was well fed. That's a weird thing for it to tell us. We will take a short break. Try and crush down that zombie elf. Didn't have enough time. Take another short break. Okay. Oh my god. Why are there so many zombies? I bet there's a screecher or something like that. Okay, this paramilitary zombie needs to go. Kind of yeet it backwards. Stab it. We're going to head upstairs. Okay, who's grabbing us? Grabbing. He is no longer grabbing. Okay. Oh, we got away. Run. Okay. That first one staggered down stairs. The second one grabbed us. Can we pull out the pistol? With the state of our arm, we actually not. Please don't die to the freaking zombie soldier. With one final push of stamina, we're gonna try and push him, and we do. We got him down the stairs. Oh, holy shit. Our arm's almost broken. Our strength is down to 2. Aiden almost just died there. We're gonna try and catch our breath. Hopefully our repair 9-outs will start repairing us, but again, it's not going to help with the pain. And we need to be very careful here. We're gonna use the peek mechanic. Make sure there's nothing on the stairs. Make sure that this guy on the other side is gone. We'll end the concentration. Actually, no, we'll keep the concentration up for the Night Eyes for now. Oh, okay, holy crap. That was terrifying. We almost immediately died down there. Almost immediately died. Aiden now knows that the chances of us fighting the undead in our current condition is very low. So we need to go on a little bit of a training montage. I also want to see if I can bash down this ceiling tile right here somehow. We're actually going to take 1 bullet here and drop it right here so that we know which ceiling tile we want to bash down. With the goal of this being to, well, but the goal of that would be to get some power down here so we can turn on like this lamp and maybe get another lamp somewhere in here as well so that we can actually do stuff at night without having our windows open. I am worried that without having our windows open, Aiden is just attracting more zombies from other areas of this place. Aiden is kind of pathetic. He has 1 in melee, and even at his best, he only has 7 strength. So I think that we need to go on a little bit of a training montage here. And the 2 things that we want to train is our melee, and we want to use the strange black crystal in order to train up our force shove. Because the higher we train it, the more powerful it's going to be, but it's also going to cost less stamina, which means that we can every once in a while take our full stamina, just shove something against the wall repeatedly to crush it with the force of our mind. The only reason we're alive right now is because of repair nanobots. They literally saved our life against those threats. If it weren't for those and the ability to just take a few moments to rest to get enough stamina in the midst of a fight, literally in the middle of a fight, we got another tick of stamina back. If it weren't for that, we would be dead right now. So with that, I'm going to go on a little bit of a montage, and we might pass a day or 2 over the course of this montage, but I will catch you guys again at the end of said montage. If anything interesting happens, we will pause the montage to let you guys know, but it's going to be a lot of managing stuff in menus. So I imagine people aren't going to be too interested in that. And if you guys are interested in that, well, let me know in the future. I can possibly actually involve an entire montage. Okay, I did just find out that's because of lack of books, we can't actually train our melee any farther than beginner, which is very unfortunate. I was hoping that we could at least train up to like melee 2 or something like that. So alternatively, we're going to have to train specifically just for shove. And we're also going to see about maybe seeing if we can train up our fabrication and survival to get some of the basics that we need around the base. We did just notice that we have a survival book here, which we might be able to read. We can go ahead and end our night eyes and use our speed reader to make that a little bit faster. But yeah, that's going to be what our montage is now. It's going to be a nerd montage of reading and training our psionic powers. Okay, we need to make some better arm equipment because I noticed that our arms took a shit ton of damage there. So as much as I don't want to do it, we are going to have to go back downstairs super fast. And all we're going to do when we're down here is we're not going to go too far. We're just going to kind of go to the entrance here and see about getting a couple pieces of steel. And if it's too hairy, then instead of going down here, okay, we need to use our night eyes. Crush down this corpse. Oh, as we crush down our corpse, we see a wood axe. Oh, that's actually a big deal. Yeah, we'll take that. It's not going to be a good weapon for us because, again, we're very, very weak and we're more likely to break it than to do any actual damage with it. There's also a makeshift crowbar, but that's not any better than what we have already. But the reason the wood axe is good is because we'll be able to, like, bust down doors and stuff like that. Actually, how much bashing does it even have? Because I know it has a lot of cutting. Oop, I went to the wrong thing. There we go. Has 12 bash, so it only has a little bit more. It's actually a pretty good weapon for combat. It has brutal strike and sweep. It takes 134 moves though, and it's already damaged. So because of how improficient we are, we're very likely to damage it very quickly. So what we're going to do here is the goal is to just kill a handful of zombies and hopefully get to there's the pupating zombie. If we could trap it somewhere against a wall, can we swing at it from here? No. See if we can lure it up. Yeah, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to push it over and over again as Aiden reaches out and just shoves the thing against the wall over and over, burning through half of his stamina, but crushing the regenerating pupating zombie against the wall. Okay, that is a pretty big deal. We'll go ahead and step in the slant trail, which is fine, just because we want to get rid of the sludge trails in general. Don't want to be stepping into those whenever there is zombies around. Okay, that zombie jumped into a trap as well. Just got a little bit of food from him. Okay. There's the steel that we want right there. Push this lady away because she grabbed us. I think the lumps of steel... Let me actually just check real quick. Scrap arm darts. So a lump of steel is more than scrap metal. Okay. Yeah. So we're just going to grab 2 lumps real quick. And we're going to do that. We're going to grab 2 lumps at a time. Because the idea here is that I don't want to let anything get too close to me here. Finally take her down. Okay. And we'll grab 4 more lumps of steel. Let's take a few steps away and see if... Scrap arm darts. See if that's enough steel now. It's still using the scrap metal, and it's using 50 of it. Okay, so what we'll do is... Yeah, we definitely want to step into the sludge. That's fine. We'll go up 2 stairs real quick, 2 floors real quick. We'll drop the steel, the lumps of steel. I guess that's not... For some reason, the scrap metal isn't letting me use that. So we'll see if we can grab 50 scrap metal. I don't know if I can carry 50 scrap metal. We can. Okay. We'll just grab as much scrap metal as we can. Then. head back upstairs real quick, grab all of this lumps of steel. We are slightly overburdened, but that'll be okay. And we'll make some scrap arm guards because that will be much better defense than our 2x arm guards. It's also going to be slightly less encumbrance, which is kind of interesting. We might as well make some scrap leg guards as well, because if we lose our legs or arms at any point, that's going to be very, very bad for us. And this is, again, it's going to take us an hour and a half, and this stuff isn't very good. I mean, the fact that it only has 33% coverage, which means that we have a chance of, you know, taking these very low protection values instead of the higher protection values, 25% chance. And so it's actually 33% chance to hit him in the first place, and then 25% chance that we take the lower protection value. They're really bad. But just looking at the arm guards that we have, it's the best that we have right now. So we're just going to have to go with them. I also just noticed that we now that we have one level of survival, have that fire-hardened wooden spear, which gives us a little bit more pierce and a little bit more bash. And I think it's probably a little more durable. And no, it doesn't actually have the durability property, but it's probably just a little bit better. Actually, I can check. So, interesting. Appears to have the exact same properties. Like, completely the exact same properties. I'm not sure if the fire-hardened wood spear is actually better. The only thing about the fire-hardened wooden spear is that it appears to take less time to make. Yeah, it's otherwise identical. So that's actually not a better spear, interestingly enough. Now, if we did get a spike on a stick, it's flimsy. That's the reason why we didn't go with it before. Same with the simple nice spear. And of course, we can't get the more expanded spears yet because, well, they're kind of harder to make. And spears are probably not going to be our end game weapon with Aiden here. They're just what we need right now in order to be able to survive. Okay, and I have a quite stupid idea of I'm going to try and use my broken hammer to try and break the roof. And yeah, it looks like the hammer doing only 8 bash is not enough. Maybe the cudgel can? I really doubt this, but yeah, we finally just got the message after about 20 tries of we don't seem to be damaging it. I think that we just need something. I mean, the cudgel only has 10 bash. I think we need something closer to 20 or even beyond 20 to be able to do any real damage. Okay, there's a golf club here. That's 11 bash. Not likely enough. And despite having the recipe for the scrapped leg guards, we're probably not going to make them because they have a much higher encumbrance value than our current leg guards, which is going to slow down our ability to run away, basically slowing down our actual speed in general. Did we end up getting that noisemaker? We didn't. We're going to learn the noisemaker as well, because that might be able to, like whenever we first go down, we might be able to draw zombies away from where we're going. And ideally, over time, the noisemaker is going to be longer and longer range. One thing that we just did find that I remembered is that we can actually make a gravity treadmill. If we get plastic chunks and just a few more pipes, which we have plenty of this shit just kind of lying around, we actually could use this to get our athletics up, which will make us a lot better at being able to maintain my stamina. To be honest, I sometimes don't understand exactly what having higher levels of athletics do, because it only talks about, you know, cardio, fitness, stamina, and swimming. And I do know that your athletics skyrockets if you start swimming, but beyond that, I sometimes struggle with knowing exactly what stamina high athletics does. So the goal here is going to be to get some steel, some pipes and stuff like that, and kind of just deconstruct a bunch of stuff for this, and then we'll probably have to deconstruct something, or disassemble or cut up something for the plastic chunks. I did just notice that this microwave, which we've been kind of staring at for a little while, does actually have plastic chunks in it, and it should be enough for us to do this. And then we will construct the gravity treadmill, which will allow us to get to a few higher levels of athletics, and also allows us to get the proficiencies that we need in athletics as well. And I think we'll probably go ahead and build this right here at the base of our bed. Gravity treadmill. It's going to take us a pretty long time to build, but I think it's going to be very much worth our time. Okay, we finally have the gravity treadmill made. A gravity-driven conveyor belt with a mechanical control panel for running in place. The belt is positioned on an adjustable incline, so it slides back under your weight without needing to be powered. This is a very important thing for us because what that now enables us to do is if we go to practice here, we can now do athletics intermediate. This will give us athlete's form, and it will give us a higher level of athletics all the way up to 5, which if someone in the comments knows, please let me know. But I think that also will increase Aiden's stamina on top of making him just better at athletics in general. So between force shove and athletics, we will be a lot better off with our stamina by being an athlete. It's going to be something that Aiden is not good at, but this will start getting us in the correct direction. The other thing we're starting to notice is that we have cleared out all of the food and eaten all the food on the 4th floor here, which means that we are going to need to go to the lower floors from now on to get food. Once we get down to the eating all the food on the 2nd floor, that's whenever it's going to be a slight problem, and we're going to need to think about how we start dealing with food on the longer term. Another thing that I just realized is that we actually could probably make the home wrecker. We have enough planks and steel. We would just need the strings, and I think we can use long strings to get short strings. So while I'm out, I am going to tear down the curtains in the other houses, especially because it's nighttime, and we're going to take all of the long strings from all of the different, and there's so many curtains here too, and we can turn all of these long strings into short strings. And if we make a home wrecker, the reason why we want that is, hold on, let me show you, is that the home wrecker has 35 bash, which means that we will be able to use the home wrecker in order to blast through the floor, the ceiling of our roof, and do all of the things that we want to do with setting up solar panels on the roof to get power. So despite the fact that Aiden is slightly demoralized by his absolute lack of leaving his apartment, our apartment is also becoming more of a survival home at every moment. It is becoming better and better and more capable of us surviving. We will probably be able to stay here for a fairly long time, and eventually we might want to move away, but we're going to be stuck here for a little while, so we might as well, have a place that we can actually live that is good for us. It is well reinforced, well set up. Okay, with that we were able to get 66 short strings. So I bet, yep, we can make the home wrecker. Okay, so let's make it on the table here, and we'll make it with planks, and it even crafts very fast. Very nice. So now we have a home wrecker, which is actually not a bad weapon with 35 bash, but I think it's flimsy. It is flimsy. So it's very likely to break as soon as we use it. An improvement I'd like to make before we finish today is I would like to set up this solar panel. Yeah, the first blow, we immediately managed to damage the home wrecker. We're gonna break it before we break the ceiling. I promise you I've broken through these ceilings before. Oh, wow, are you serious? We broke it first. The ceiling did not give out. We're missing a little bit of string. I mean, we should have been damaging the ceiling, but I think we were just getting some unlucky rolls there. It's always hard to tell how much damage you're doing to one of these ceilings. And the home wrecker is a very much not durable object. Okay, second home wrecker. Let's see if we can bust through the ceiling here. There we go. We busted through. Absolutely perfect. Okay. So the reason we want to do this, and just kind of hang with me here, and I'm not sure if this is going to work without a battery, for the record, is we have a bunch of extension cords here. We'll go ahead and drop the home wrecker, grab the extension cord, and yeah, without a battery, there's a chance that this will only work at nighttime, but it's going to be a lot closer to working now. We're going to have to make a stepladder super fast, so let me do that. And Aiden is very tired and very hungry, but I just want to get this finished up real quick. So we'll turn off our candle so that things aren't seeing us, and we can use the stepladder. What? There's no ceiling there? You lie. What the hell? Did I bust it in the wrong place? Oh, you know what I did? Are you kidding me? I busted it in our neighbor's patio. Oh my god. I can't believe I did that. Okay. Well, we're gonna need to define food before we bust it down again. Actually, we're probably fine with that amount of food. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, look at this. That's my neighbor's place. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where's mine? It's right here. Okay. We'll drop a bullet here so we can keep track of it in the future. And we'll take down the solar panel, place it here, and we'll go grab that home wrecker again and attempt to bust down a different tile. Let's just say that was Aiden practicing busting down a tile. That's all it was. We were just practicing. Okay, and with that, we managed to bash down our second tile, and we can even see whenever we click on it, it says climb down with the wooden step ladder. Okay, we should have our ascension cord still in our inventory. We do. Let's see if we can equip that. We can store the home wrecker, and what we'll want to do is activate it and attach it to a vehicle or appliance. Attach it there. Then we climb down the step ladder, which is safe, and attach the other loose end to this. There we go. So now the lamp is connected to the grid, and we'll be able to put a battery here to connect to this grid as well. But I did realize that without a battery, that the standing lamp is not going to store power. And we don't have a large enough battery, I bet. Yeah, we have a battery charger, which will allow us to charge batteries in the future. But without a car battery or something like that, we're not going to be able to actually get power into our grid. So despite the fact that we actually have the basics of a grid up now, we can't actually use it correctly. So that was a little bit of my bad there. I was very excited about that and didn't really fully think it through. But hey, we have a home wrecker now, and we know about the recipe, and we have a gravity treadmill, so we can train both our athletics and our psionics, and we are just we're a few steps closer every day to being able to conquer the first floor and to get enough zombie kills done that we can actually get out of here. With that, even though this feels like we got absolutely nothing done today, we did. We got a new tactical backpack. We have this gravity treadmill, this strange black crystal. We have scrap arm guards now, which will help us more in the future. And we actually trained our force shove up to level 6, and I even trained my night eyes to 3, with the hope that eventually, if I get good enough night eyes, Watch will expand my night vision, giving us another option. And I just noticed how much EXP we need to next level, so we'll probably get that to 4 before next episode. Aiden is getting there. Every step, every episode, getting closer to having both not only a secure crafting home in our location here, but also getting closer to being able to be strong enough to move through the city. He almost died today, but he refuses to die. He got close once, never again. With that, we're going to have to end here, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you have, feel free to leave any suggestions that you have in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more hard games and Cataclysm Dark Days ahead. Goodbye.